You should have the box. We're actually live right away. Yeah, let's give it like
You
30
was
seconds, whatever.
play some Jeopardy music. Hasn't crashed yet.
No, that's. And I got the little icon thing down below, so that's good. I think we're live. We're good.
What do you want to call this show now? You want to call it the
Shit.
ESober elitist? What do you want to call it? We'd call it that if you want.
I don't know what the fuck we call it anymore.
Welcome to the very
ESobers?
first. We could, sure.
Oh man, where's our merch?
Well, listen. Well, we're here, man, and by the way, our merch is still being represented, even in what's the word I'm looking for? Our absence, because Pale Poner, Pale Poner's been rocking the ESober. I know Agent's been rocking the ESober. Scott 37, who is not playing this season, is always rocking the ESober. We're still very well represented, even though we've kind of, taken a little hiatus here in season 8. Well, this is the first episode of the Elitists in season 8, and well, fuck, we got to be like halfway through at this point, sober, no?
Yeah, well, my team's finally catching up on games. So we'd finally hit the 8-team game mark.
Yeah, I saw that. I was briefly looking before we decided to get together tonight. I don't expect a lot of people to be listening to this live, which is perfectly fine because I'm going to take some heat here. I'll just get right into it. A lot of people, where the fuck's the show been? What are you guys doing? It has nothing to do with the bro show. It wasn't a scheduling thing. It was a me thing. This is my fault. 100. I take it. I'm gonna take the blame. I'm gonna take because hey, we doing a show tonight, and I have to bow out, and I say nope, can't do it. Nope, don't want to do it. Nope, not available. So I'm gonna take the heat on it. It's nothing to do with sober. It's 100% me. Between just hating this game, not wanting to play it, wishing I didn't sign up, being in the basement. Yeah, just getting drummed every night, never coming. It's sober. You know how tough it is. If you don't play this game religiously, when this shit first came out, everybody was playing every night, hours, 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 and it showed. You go, you have good success, and you have good seasons. You win the cup, and you do this, that, and the other thing. And then when you just start to hate it, you stop playing it. You come on only when it's league night, and it's like pulling teeth. You half a practice game, and then you go out there against guys that actually like the game still and play it, and you just get drummied. So between all that, I just fucking get on here and talk about a game that I hope burns in hell, and we're in the basement and just getting drummied. It's a fucking disaster. So that it's on me. It's on me. A couple times I did have some legitimate shit going on, and a couple times I was just like, fuck that game. So that's where I'm at with it.
I'm just letting you go on your rant.
Yeah, it's not a rant. It's just me kind of apologizing. And there are, believe it or not, a good sample size of our league that enjoy what we do, which is just weird to believe, but it's true. Yeah, it's just to listen to us too. That's crazy. So, anyways, I got that off my chest. I got that out of the way. We're going to talk some hockey tonight. You're going to be posting this. I'm assuming right after. You have a series tonight. It's Monday. We might be doing this going forward, by the way. I'm not sure. We might do our regular Friday night spiel if we're both available. The summer's been definitely weird. It usually isn't for me because I don't have kids and I don't care about anything and I'm a loser and I can do these shows on Friday nights, It's not really a big deal, but for some reason this summer I've had shit. It's annoying. But we might do it like this. Just for the rest of season 8. Yeah, of course. Well, how the fuck have you been, man? It's actually like people think, oh, you probably got together. And no, this is like we're on air now, and I'm kind of getting to talk to you for the first time in like a month.
I know, man. I almost dropped a tear when he invited me to a party. I was like, oh my god, this was long. No, I've been good. Still hating goalie, still living a life.
Yeah, I'm gonna get into that in a second.
I don't
Keep going.
I don't play this game anymore. Kind of like you. I show up for league games, and I might play it Friday nights if I'm hammered enough. Otherwise,
Mm.
I'm set with it too. There's so many things that, and then after playing the beta, it was so hard to get back into playing 18 at all. Um, so I too have been kind of down and out and kind of not really doing much because this game fucking
Well,
sucks.
it does blow. Monkey cock, fucking absolute disaster. You you said you played the beta. I did not. I didn't play it on purpose because of what you just said. I didn't want to
Hmm.
go and start putting hours into this game and then have to come back to 18, which is fucking terrible enough already, and then try and make that readjustment. So I didn't even try it. But I did hear from a lot of people that play goalie. They're
Hmm.
loving goalie. Did you try goalie?
Yes, I did. That was like besides the ones shit. That was probably the most I played, and let me tell you, it's completely different. It's all the same buttons. It's all the same, thought process and everything. But just the movement and the, I mean, even as simple as when you slide over to the left post and you let go, just the re-standing up animation that you're in, completely different
Mm-hmm.
than 18. Like completely different. The movement is just smoother. Everything's just smoother is the best way to say it, I guess. But
Doesn't that
it's
doesn't that infuriate you?
yeah, and then you go
Because it's
back to
obvious,
18,
like they
and
were able
it's
to
just
do
like,
it.
oh my good god,
So
what the fuck is this? You're like a fucking
this
robot.
isn't,
You're on fucking
yeah,
blocks.
this isn't 1998. Like I don't understand why you have Minecraft movability in this fucking game in 2018. I just don't understand it. I don't get it. I don't know. I'm sorry. Well, I'm glad they have appeared to do something. We were talking to our goalie Slicky, and he said kind of the same exact thing you just said. He said, it's all kind of the same, but the big difference is like you can make some exceptional saves that you cannot make in 18. So
Yeah.
if you give up a rebound and you're on your ass, you can get up. He won't
Hmm.
definitely make the save, but he will make an attempt to make the save. Whereas in 18, you just lay there like a dead fish and it's
Yep.
going in.
You even like
But at least,
breakaways. Breakaways, you
mhm.
don't have to do the biggest thing on 18 right now. If you play a breakaway where you're just gonna stand up and you're gonna play the player coming in and not do like a desperation freaking spread eagle or any of that shit. If you're just gonna play the player straight up, and if you bite just a little bit the wrong way once, you're fucked. On 18, 19, you have time where you can make that initial move to the wrong side and move back. Like there is that cutback,
That's
and
it's
and
huge.
yeah,
You
for
got to
for
have it.
goalies, yeah. I mean, for goalies, I mean, right now, I mean, I'm probably like 15% on breakaways. And that's the simple fact. If I cheat to a side, that if they just get that puck just a little bit off to the side of me, I can't touch it. It's most of the time that's why you see me going on the spread eagle and shit. Because if you misread the one post or if you go take the left side and they make one little move and they shoot it back to the right, you're fucked. You can't, and it makes you look just dumb. Like
That's just
it sucks. It sucks. Breakaways
so
suck.
you're hating goalie, but you're
Yep.
playing really well.
I fucking despise it.
The season 8 champions are the favorites, in my opinion. I know you're in fourth place, but you've got like eight, you said 18 games played.
Yeah, yeah, we're like, yeah,
One series, and you can leapfrog like 2 and 3 in one series, just like that.
yeah.
And you have plenty of games at hand. What's working well for you boys?
Um, I would say obviously the time on attack. I mean that's like nobody's anywhere close to the time on attack. Um, Kyle is coming along at center. He's obviously in the offensive zone. He's playing really well. The defensive side, he's learning how to play that position a little bit better. But just the overall puck movement, and I'd say the biggest thing, you got Demert on right T and you have Grish on left T. Um, they're interchangeable with Crispy and Brian, and literally you'll see sometimes where Dan will take the puck all the way up, or you'll see Grish take the puck all the way up, or you'll see one cheat in and the other forward drops back. Like it's interchangeable 5-man hockey offensively.
That's huge because they give you different looks as far as the way they carry the puck.
Mm-hmm.
Grish carrying the puck looks nothing like Dan carrying the puck, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Brian carrying the puck looks nothing like Grish carrying the puck, but they both do it effectively. So you're trying to defend. You're like, all right, he's going to take me wide, but he didn't because that's not Grish. That was Brian. Brian just went around the boards and went around me, and now I'm in trouble. And there's a goal. Sick.
Yeah.
So
and
that's
then
kind of.
Kyle sits back a lot too, where all of a sudden now you have Crispy, Dan, and Brian up playing forward.
Yeah.
You know, it's like whoever gets the step just goes. The other guys just sits back.
A nice luxury. So,
It's
yeah,
kind of boring.
I
though,
get you
playing
guys as
goalie
the
for 'em.
favorites right now.
'Cause
Yeah, tell me about it. I
there-
remember playing you guys. Trust me.
Yeah, there's-
like,
there's
are we
stretches
ever gonna
where-
get shots on sober? We can test them. Oh, we can't. All right. Well, this has been fun. You
There's
know.
stretches where I might see one shot for 8 minutes straight. Well, then
Yeah.
it happened the other night. I didn't see it. Like they were averaging 1 or 2 shots almost a period. Then all of a sudden they started the third period and they got 6 shots. Ping, 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 ping. It's like, okay, cold goalie, don't fucking do that shit. God damn it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we'll talk about Crispy here for a second too. This is the brother of BTW. I've never seen him play until I just got to see him play the other day, or last week was it, or maybe the week before. In either way, I always looked at BTW as kind of like a meat and potatoes type of player. He always had numbers, never top scoring numbers, but right in that second echelon of numbers. Right, he was kind of like a grinder that got a lot of points, if that makes sense.
Yep.
Just not like league leading type of point numbers. But his brother is not really like that. His brother's a lot more wiggly, a little more flashy.
He definitely has the juice.
Yep, he definitely does. And the one thing I really liked about watching him play was not just the wiggle stuff is nice and all, but when he doesn't have the puck, he knows exactly where to go.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think a lot of wingers do, especially a lot of wingers that are shifty. They don't seem to know how to not play.
Yep.
I'm sorry,
Yep.
how to play without the puck. You know what I'm saying?
I
And
know
he
where you're
absolutely does. He knows exactly where to go. He can read an offense. Okay, I know he's going to go here, so I need to be here. Oh, look, that's covered. I'm going to pop out high and get this one-timer from Asia because no one can see it coming. That makes a great complete winger. And
hey,
I
I'll say
think
this too.
he's doing that.
To his compliment, he lets Grish go a lot. There's so many times that Grish will wind up pinching or something, and he falls back for him. And then Grish is like, "Oh, thanks for the series, man. You didn't bitch at me going up and all. You just let me go." So he's very passive too, where it's not all about him. You know, it's not like Brian isn't all about him. It's just everybody just gels together, and whoever gets the points that night, gets the points that night.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys on that team that can get the points. So
I
it doesn't
wanted
really
to
much
come out-
matter.
I wanted to come out one game when I was playing goalie and try to shoot it from center ice just to try to get involved in offense. Like I was going to carry the puck, and everything was going to be good.
Stay in the net, man. Just stay
I
in the
hate
net.
it. I hate it. Getting out. But
Well, you're not making it out into that lineup, by the way. So
Oh,
it's either
right.
you're in net or you just collect your cup and be done with it.
right,
Um,
there's that.
I mean, I'm not out here trying to crown you guys already, but I just feel like that's the best team that I've seen so far.
God, right now, if we had that Denny
Uh,
Green freaking press conference from the, they are who we thought they were. If you want to crown their asses,
Yeah.
crown their.
Listen,
That would've been
as Yambag like as my team has been, okay, we've been in a ton of games. We don't get blown out. We're in these games. We keep losing them by 1 or 2. It's a frustrating thing. The only team to blow us out was you. And it was just like, yeah, a couple of I think a game or two might have been closer than the other, but there was just one that was just really egregiously fucking bad, and it just exposed everything. And it's just like, oh, this sucks to play. I just want to go to bed and kill myself. It's just one of those series. That's the one you said like you don't face shots for like
Mm-hmm.
insane stretches. Another team I like is Josto's team.
I haven't played
I
that.
think they're sitting up in like second place. They've impressed me. What was the other team, man? What's going on with Mac's team?
Well,
They're
shit,
they're
Cortez
kind
is
of.
first.
I know. I know. I'll get there.
All right.
We'll get there. We'll get to Derek Cortez, who probably has a big ass chip on his shoulder, you know. Because let's face facts, dude. No one picked him to have a good season. I don't think.
Yeah.
I think they said he'd have the worst season, and there he is, just sitting at the top like a fucking machine. But we'll get to that.
Yeah.
Max team. The Max team's interesting to me because I feel like they should be better.
Mm-hmm.
I know we say that, you know, I feel like our team
Especially
should be
trades.
better. Well, it's just,
Those are the trades that he's made, in my eyes,
Mhm.
helped his team. Like he needed
tremendously.
he needed to go back in net, so that meant he needed a forward. Well, you traded Bob, and he made a couple other trades, and then but then he traded back for Bob, so he could go back up the plate forward.
Yeah, I mean, listen, his team would surprise me in Sea-Doo, right? As long as he didn't trade one of them that I don't know of in the last week here, but I don't think so. Those two, and now Max up there, man, they should be able to definitely crawl into the playoffs. I just feel like they should be winning more than they are. I really like the makeup of his team.
Is he playing center now?
Mac?
Yeah. Yeah, I could have swore one game I saw him playing center.
Really? Okay, if that's true, I didn't know that. Again, this kind of goes.
Agent and surprised me.
This kind of goes back to the beginning of the show when I just said it's just been a lot of hatred for me in this fucking game, and I apologize to everybody for it. I have found a hard time to come on here and talk about the league where I should know more than I know right now, and I normally always do. You know me; I'm always up on what's going on.
Is this where we delve into
and I'm
captain
educated.
drafting again?
No,
and him playing forward? But
no,
I don't want to poke that bear. It's just
it has nothing to do with that. It was just he. It's whatever. It's whatever, man. It's not just him too. Like we wanted to do the bit, you know, where we play forward together. We never get to do it, and now look, we still can't do it because it just didn't work out that way, and it doesn't. It's never gonna work out that way. But at any rate,
who knows? Next game it might. It's that different. Like I would love to be a skater again for next year's game. Like it just. Don't poke check. Run the body like I used to. Fucking awesome.
I used to. I've been telling everybody that I'm not gonna get the game anyway.
Oh fuck off.
See if I.
Oh fuck off.
I might not.
No,
I'm not kidding. I might not.
No, you're getting it.
We'll see.
Somehow.
I told. Don't worry. I'll still engrave belts. I'll still do shows. You know. I'll be like Giant 918. I'll just get on here with a stack of papers and not know what the hell I'm talking about. Shout out to Giant 918, by the way. Still one of my favorite personalities 239's ever seen. I wish he'd come back and do some shows. Because he's fucking fun to listen to. He is a crazy motherfucker. He's even crazier in public, by the way. Like, you think it's an act. It's not an act. That's him. He doesn't like turn it on and shut it off like, you know, oh, he's going to be a different person. You know, because he's not on the... No, same exact guy. What you see is what you get with Giant. I love it. And shout out to Mr. Flanagan, too, man.
Yeah, I saw he makes a couple posts here and there, you know, for people's birthdays and shit.
He hooked me up huge a couple weeks ago.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He messaged me. You know, he goes, hey, yo, Essel, you got that Nintendo Classic? I'm like, yeah. He's like, you want to get any game on it you want? I was like, yeah. Of course. So he walked me through. Now I'm a stupid idiot when it comes to computers and hacking systems. But that motherfucker sat with me for an hour and a half and just made sure I did each step. Oh, okay, now you do this. Now you do this. Flanny, I can't find it. No, no, no. That's because you're in the wrong thing. Look, show me a picture of your screen. This, that, and the other thing. And anyways, long story short, I got all sorts of games on my NES Classic now, and it's awesome. I highly recommend it.
How the hell do you hack that shit? Like,
listen, see Flanny. He had to walk me through it once, but he'll tell you how to do it, and you would be able to do it quickly. Me, I'm sitting here, I'm like, what's this file? Where is it? He goes, bro, I told you to put it on your fucking desktop. I'm like, yeah, I don't see it. But the whole process,
yeah.
looking back on it, takes like 15 minutes. If that, not even. Like, if you know what you're doing, you cruise right through it, like 5-10 minutes. But it was definitely fun. Dalai Lama. What's he doing?
Whoa, what's up with
He's
the
got a
Dalai?
broke. I don't know. Is he online? I got a message from him. He might be ghosting. I don't know.
He's probably ghosting. 90% of people nowadays ghost. So it's like
Smart.
shows are offline. Freaking just invite them anyways. Cause
Smart.
it is what it is. It is what it is.
How you gotta do it? What else, man? I don't want to talk about the basement teams. They don't deserve to be talked about. Two reasons.
You said we were going to talk about it before. Oh, all right.
No, they don't deserve it. No, two reasons why there's no need to talk about these piece of shit teams, which is Yambag, Daly, Drug Monkey. No offense to Drug. Okay, actually, Drugs had some shit go on with his team. He got fucked. That doesn't count. But the rest of you seller fucking toilets, I'm done. I'm not talking about you because, number one, I'm on one of those teams. And if I start talking about I talk about myself and my play and everything else, it's not a thing.
I made the comment to you, you're leading the team in points. So it's not.
I am. That is true.
I wouldn't, yeah.
But you know that, I don't want to offend. This is an offensive show, though, isn't it?
Right. This was the show that we were supposed to be, the shit talkers, right?
If you win the Special Olympics, at the end of the day, you know the rest. So that's where I'm at with my performance on my team. Big deal. It's whatever. It's a bad season for some of us, not for others.
It happens.
Schwartz's team is disgustingly good.
Egomaniac team.
Whatever, they're good. I mean, oh, Dolly. Hi, Dolly. Dolly's listening to our cute show, so he knows we're on right now. I don't know how he scoped it out.
Whoever followed me got a notification saying that I'm streaming or whatever. So, like, right now we got 7 viewers, even though there is nothing posted about this show.
Okay. That's okay.
See, people like us.
They do.
They don't have to have any
speaking of
nothing. We still get 7 viewers.
Speaking of sexy Dalai Lama, what's up with Dominator Silva Squad? What do you think? What are you thinking? They're one of those teams, I think, that they're right in the middle. You know, I can go. They're gonna either make a run and get better, or stay kind of pat here. At least they're gonna make the playoffs. I think for sure. Yeah. I don't see them missing. They definitely need to win some series consistently to make sure that happens. You know, if they start dropping, it's all close. I mean, even it's funny because I think we have not. I'm not talking about my team, but there is a team toward the bottom with 9 points. And if you look at it, I think it's like 11 out with still half a season to play.
Totally mathematically.
It's not like, I know it's ridiculous, but mathematically it's not ridiculous. One series can swing it insanely. So those teams like the one that Dolly's on, Dom's team, it's important for them to at least keep pace. Look, if you're going to lose series, okay, take 3 points out of it. If you're going to lose the series, take 4 out of it. It could be done. You know, we did that earlier this season against Brick Squad. Again, any squad Brick is on is his squad. Let's not forget that. But we took 4 against him, you know, even though we lost the series. Daly hasn't gotten to do a write-up yet, which I'm really kind of happy about, because I told him the team name was terrible, and I'm glad he can't use any of the stupid material. Can't wait to lose more series.
Pretty soon he's going to do one. Like, if you guys keep losing series, he's going to do one just for the simple fact. The loser does a write-up, just so you can say he did a write-up with that.
I don't know. Yam took that pretty hard. There was one team that did it. Remember, I think it was
Yeah.
OP Jelly's team from like 3 seasons ago or something like that. And or Cosmic's team. It was something like that.
Yeah.
And they did one. And by the way, it was funny. But Yam's like, nah. And then Hugh was like, nah, you can't do that. I'm like, why? No, loser can't get a write up. That's just not a thing. So they take that kind of seriously, you know.
But Dom's team's made some good moves too. He finally unpacked Crips to a
Yeah.
team that could use him. And I mean, I, I guess I'm still surprised that Pogs isn't playing center for that team, but Shea's doing well. Um,
Yeah, they got Shea early in the
yeah,
season, like after week one or during
yeah,
week one,
from you
and
guys, right?
Dom says, yeah, I've
Yeah,
talked to Dom, and Dom has loved what he brings. So Shea's a shifty dude.
oh yeah,
The
that
thing with
answers that.
Shea,
He's C
well,
only.
yes, he is center only. That's the other thing. But Shea's a shifty dude, and Dom said he bought in right away. He was never a sixes player. He was
Mm,
only a hut player and one of the best hut players. But as you know, that does not always translate to sixes. Just because you're a good versus player does not mean you can go to sixes and be good. It's
yeah, but you got
not a
to meld
thing.
meld with the rest of the team.
Yep. And then you have to be able to work off guys you've never played with before, and that is not easy, especially for someone who's used to, okay, my AI is going to be here. I already know I
Hmm.
can do this because he will be here when I'm done, and then I can key up, so forth and so on. You can't do that in team play, obviously.
No,
So it was probably an adjustment for him, but Dom, I've talked to him a bunch. I talk to Dom all the time. I talk to Dom more than anybody in this league,
you
and
prick.
I do, I do because we watch TV shows together. Is that
Oh,
gay?
good God! And,
Yeah.
and let me guess,
Is it,
Kayla's there watching it with you too. Like, what the fuck? Are
no,
you all sitting
no,
in a
no,
private
but
party going, uh,
so no, so no, no, no. So I've never seen Game of Thrones in my life. Okay, never up until I have seen it now. I've seen a whole I'm up to date now. But at the time, he found out, and Kayla found out that I had never seen it. So it was a big deal, and blah blah blah. And I made him watch a show, and he's like, "Okay, you watch this one," and then you bounce it off, and he goes, "I need your list of characters that you love and hate," and I would give it to him, and then he would send it over to Kayla, and Kayla would be like, "Yep, that's correct." It was just like a whole thing. It's been
okay,
like
so
a
that
month and a
this
half of that.
that's pretty homo.
Yeah, I know. I
Not gonna
know.
lie,
But
that's like close to touching tips. Like you guys are
that
like
that
in a
show,
fucking sword battle, and you're inching closer and closer.
there's a lot of sword battles in that show as well, which is
Right?
weird. Yeah.
I've never
But
seen it.
that show turns you into don't watch it. It turns you into a sociopath. It's not. It's you. I knew it would happen too. Like about 4 to 5 episodes in, I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna
You got
hate
hooked.
and love the show. Yeah, it's just one of those things. Um, at any rate, we got off the rails. That's what we do on
Yeah.
the ESober show. We get off the
God damn
rails.
it. And it's early start time, man. I couldn't even drink before. Like fuck.
Mm. Hmm. Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Like
You're not really.
it's weird.
You're. This is truly a sobering night for you.
Yeah. Well,
That's what
I
we're
gotta
at.
say somewhat. You know, going back to the hockey talk, it's really hard to play freaking goalie on this team where like I said, I face shots very minimal for long stretches. I will literally go through a drink in a period, going, I'm bored. Like, and then I'll start doing cartwheels and shit. And then it's like when I gotta actually pay attention, I totally fucking.
Listen, it's a nice problem to have. Like if you were playing
Yeah.
goalie on one of those bottom teams, you would not be
I
having a
probably
good
would have shot
time.
myself already, to be honest.
Yeah, yeah. It's tough, and like shout out to the guys who are the goalies of those teams that will go unnamed because they really. Do you know how hard that must be to want to show up to those series when nothing's going right, and then you're watching your team just fail in front of you, just repeatedly, and it's just, man, I definitely feel for those guys, no doubt.
Yeah, I had my
So
moments
just
last season
keeps
where
the
even though we had a decent team, I had my moments last season where I was watching it going, you know, if this was just done a little different, or like I was up there, I could do this. That copy.
It's tough.
Yeah.
It's tough. You're gonna hear some crickets, by the way.
Yeah, I already got him going. Oh
Yeah,
man,
I had to
we
step
we can't
out.
stay on track because this is goddamn first show in a long time. I'm fucking confused.
It's all right, man. It just, you know what? There's no dead air. There's a lot to say. There's a lot to talk about. We don't even have any guests. It's kind of nice,
Yes,
just back to our
yeah.
roots.
You know, I do want to say before this thing's over is I do want to say it's not all your fault why the show wasn't gone. Wasn't happening. There's a couple. I think there's a couple of weeks there where I couldn't be there. But this whole, I gotta say it because it's brought up on every fucking show, and I want to say it, and I know certain people are gonna get offended, but you know what, motherfuckers, fuck off for doing a show. We're not holding anybody back. Do your shows. Blah 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 blah. Get fucked. Love you. Okay, I'm done. As my little rant,
Okay, that's fine.
I'm sorry. I got really really sick of people uh, saying that there's things holding up other shows or we're not holding up our end of the bargain or all that shit.
Well, you know what? To be fair, we weren't.
Right,
This, no doubt about it. I mean, it's been a month or however long it's been. I
almost
think we
two.
did a pre-draft. Has it really?
Yeah.
We did a pre-draft. I mean, I think we might have done a post-draft, perhaps. But after that, yeah, nothing. So, again, we're fucking human. That's
Yeah.
what it is. Sometimes you just don't want it. You don't feel it. That's what it was. Um, I left a media thread. You guys let me leave it for like how long? Like 5 days at least.
Yeah. Well,
You're gonna.
and I felt kind of bad about that day too because once again I got fed up with getting messages and shit. I just wanted everybody to just drop it, like stop fucking talking about it, and it just kept going on. And I was like, all right, fine, here, I'm gonna put it out there. Why, what's happening? Why? Ask you, and then that turned into a little bit more, and then that turned into a little bit more, and I got a little bit more, and then you guys lost that
Here's,
series, and whammo,
yeah, yeah.
the ability shit, the fucking, just like,
Oh no, and I talked to a bit just for the record. I'll tell people I don't care. We were in the thread, and me and Ability were talking earlier in the day, just pre-series. We were just talking, but shooting the shit in the media thread there. And I was like, I'd be honest with you. He made a comment like, "Gee, you really wish that ESober would do a show." Blah blah blah. He's just fucking around. And I hit him with, I was like, dude, I gotta be honest with you. Just I'm not. I've had some things going on. I ain't really feeling it. I fucking hate this game. I don't really even know what's going on in the league right now. I could fucking care less. I was pretty not mean. I was just telling him. I was just like,
mm,
yo, this is how I feel right now. He's like, dude, bro, I totally hear you, whatever. So day goes on. We get in the series. They smoke us. It's awful. And it was like, well, I think we were down. This was like game 3. It's late because I think it was an overtime game in there. The shit was like, it was like midnight. And I had just had it. And we score a goal finally to make it like 6-1 or 5-1 or something ridiculous with like literally 2 minutes to play. And as soon as we scored, they paused it. And I was like, you
oh yeah,
motherfucker. It just set
I was
it
fucking,
set me off.
yeah,
Unfucking real, it set me off. For no reason, because it's just a 30-second pause. But like at the same time, like I was like, "What are you calling a fucking timeout? You fucking word that rhymes with maggot," you know. And but
it,
Ability unfortunately takes the brunt of this because he's in that thread, but no one else from that team is in that thread, right?
it was
So
you,
like,
you
this is why
posted
I
it in
fucking
the
hate this
media
game.
thread.
Yeah,
You're like, you
yeah, I
wonder
know,
why I'm
I
not doing
did.
fucking shows?
Yeah.
Way to call a
Fucking
timeout.
piece of shit. You fucking and then I slapped. And I had a feeling it wasn't him because there's 6 guys on that team, But like he was the one who had to hear the brunt of it. I love you, Ryan Randall. You know I would never fucking hate you. But like he's the one who had to take the brunt of it that night. I just couldn't. I couldn't hold it. And I left the thread. And nobody lets me leave threads. They do not let me leave a thread. Like if I try and leave, I'm added back within a minute. Literally within 30 seconds most of the time. And you guys let me have it. You guys let me have my piece for like 5 days. I needed it. I needed it.
I asked for you to get back in there. Like I wasn't gonna be the one to invite you back in there. I was like,
I needed it. But you were the one, by the way.
I mentioned. I didn't invite you back into it.
Yes, you did. It was
No,
you.
I wasn't me.
Jeff Starr has added you to the conversation. Is your name not Jeff Starr?
I did not add you
to
to, and I honestly didn't.
I
add
can
you
prove
to the
this.
Conversation.
All right.
Really, I
look.
didn't.
I thought it was you. I could be wrong. I'm gonna look at it now, though.
So I said, oh, who's gonna invite the other one? When Daly got invited, and then somebody said they don't have you, and then all of a sudden you walked back. I want to say it was Agent or Pale.
Website, blah blah blah. What's funny is I can't find it now.
See, it's just miraculously.
Oh, shit! Maybe I'm not in it. Somebody let me leave. Somebody kicked me out.
Oh no!
God bless whoever that is. No, I'm not. I don't see it. Oh no, I'm sorry. You're right. I am in it. There it is.
Rob.
Nope, it was Pale.
Yep.
It was Pale. Of course, it was Pale. You should see his trigger finger in the admin chat. Left the conversation. Rob Dice has added you immediately.
Okay.
Fuck
I don't
you,
know
Rob Dice.
if you saw the comment that I made before you rejoined. I said, and who's going to be the prick to invite Esso and Dale's back?
Did they get Dale's back? Dale's
Yeah.
left? I didn't even know he left.
Right after you left, he left. Or vice versa. like
That's funny.
Instant bing bing. Like, but anywho,
But listen,
now that I got that off my chest, because that's been bothering me for ever since our last show. When everybody comes, I get messages all the time. Are you gonna do a show? Are you gonna? I'm like, I don't know, man. I think maybe. I know this is our week. Who knows? Don't know. Then I'm like, yep, nope, we're not doing a show. And then the next throwdown comes on. Well, they're not doing a show. Sorry, we don't have 8 fucking hosts, so we can run a show anytime we want. And then the Bro Show, they record their shit on the weekend, and they release it whenever the fuck they want to release it. So that's
shout out to the Bro Show, by the way.
Yeah.
But they do good shit. Anything Dominator Silva. I love listening to Dominator Silva speak. Is that
also
gay?
kind of gay.
Is it kind of? He's just got this.
All this
voice.
weird gay shit
just
going
wanna,
on right now.
Like even if he doesn't make sense, even if what he's saying is completely wrong, which happens from time to time, it's just like I just want to hear. Same thing with Ability. I just want to hear him speak. I just want to hear him get all fired up and talk.
Hey, the next time you get a chance, watch the Throwdown. He looked like I think D-Mart was calling him T-1000 from Terminator.
Is he Cro-Magnon man now? Did he shave off his his skull? What's the story?
He had a weird hat, like one of those golf hats with these big old cop glasses looking things, button-up black shirt. He was
I want to see him. I want to see him grow his hair out. I want to see where it grows and where it doesn't. Is it a toilet bowl, or is it just, is it more of a like a Costanza? Oh, Costanza was a toilet bowl. He had a toilet bowl head going on.
I could picture my ability with a toilet bowl head.
I could.
He kind of has that.
But he looks.
Kind of has that.
He looks fly with the shaved head though. Like if you have a weirdly shaped head, you can't do it. So
you have to have a certain shaped head to rock it. I've been rocking it for 20 years, so I know how that goes.
Should we ever? I mean, we could get back to some hockey talk. This is good though. This feels good just to come in here and bullshit. I don't know if anyone really cares what we're saying. It's fine, but
you guys are getting the I missed him fucking conversation, and yes, that is total homo. Fuck everybody.
Yeah, I know. A lot of that going on here tonight. So Thamps.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of homos, Thamps.
Why did
Thamps,
Dale's trade
I'm just playing with you.
What was that all
about? Daly needed to play defense. When you're losing at the clip, he's losing that.
And he played ball.
Who?
Daly. The third game.
Well, I know that was okay. There's a story behind that, but
he played well.
We're not gonna air that. He did. He did play well. Considering the game before we gave up 9, and he got peppered, and he only gave up 6. So that's, hey. And this is a guy, by the way, he doesn't play goalie, ever.
Yep.
So that was a pretty good. It was a ballsy move. It was done for a reason that won't be aired. Let's put it that way. But
Oh.
I'm not
Oh.
trying to. I'm not trying to. It's a hard enough season as it is. There ain't no
Mm.
reason to go and do all that. But like, you can probably read between the lines. It was funny to me.
We got a good photo.
You had to be there. You had to be there to hear it. And if you know him, like I know him, and the words that he was saying
Oh yeah. Yeah.
during the lineup screen,
Mm-hmm.
and you can read between the lines. It was I was
Yep.
laughing quite hard. Um, that's all I'm gonna say. You can ask me off the air. It was funny. It was definitely funny. And you know what? He played his ass off,
Yeah.
and he tried his best. But
It
that I
shocked
can
the,
assure
it
you
shocked
probably
the
won't
shit
happen
out of me.
again.
It shocked the shit out of me when he traded Chu though. Like I didn't foresee that being the move to make. Although after
I didn't
I
either.
heard that he was only D, right? He doesn't
He's
have
D and
Gordon.
goalie.
Yeah.
So the thing is even there's not really anywhere you can really play him other than right D and goal. Well, those are his only two positions, right D and goalie. So putting him in net, that puts Slicky on the bench, and you don't want to play Slicky at left D because that's where Wingles plays. So um, it was just a thing. Like he got Shock for Chu, and Shock is an all-around utility guy. He's a good player. He's a great guy. I've never got to play with him before, and I'll tell you about something about Shock that I did not know because I haven't really spent any time with the guy. Is that dude? Even in the face of adversity, in the face of being on a team that's not playing well and not getting a lot of wins, he is always upbeat. He always wants to go. He's ready to practice. He's ready to play. He just laughs it off if we're getting drummed, or if it's close, he doesn't get too high or too low. He's just a good guy to play with if you never played with him, which I never had till now. But it's not going great for us. So, but it's definitely still enjoyable when it's
Yeah,
less
on teams
stressful.
like that, you have
know?
you have to be able to have fun. At this point, you just I know
You have to because
playing
you're
18
gonna kill
isn't
yourself.
fun,
It's just
but
fucking
you gotta make it
yeah,
fun somehow. You know,
yeah. And that's what
I've
that's
been
the new
there.
approach. That's the new approach down the stretch, man. Just don't sweat it. Like every time you get down, like you're just so used to losing. It's like it's you don't do yourself any good. Just try and have fun with it and laugh it off. And everybody wants to win, but at this point, your record is so fucking porous. The only thing you can do is play spoiler. And oh my god, what if you get on a little run? Maybe you squeak in, and then who the hell knows? Weirder
Yeah,
shit has happened.
yeah. Once
You know?
you're in, who the fuck knows?
Yeah,
And the spoiler thing's kind of fun
that's
too. Rubbing people's
that's
face and
fun.
shit.
Yeah. But, yeah, remember that time you were gonna make the playoffs, but this piece of shit team just beat you? Sick. So stuff like that.
But yeah,
What else
so
we got?
where do we want to go from here?
I think I was gonna get into Thamps' team, but then we kind of
Oh, yeah.
got off the rails
Yeah.
again.
Yeah, that's
But like Thamps, that's a team that I really like the makeup of now. Especially he's got Kayla, who has really just turned herself into one of the best defensemen in the game. You couldn't say that about her, even early in 2018. Early in 2018, like I liked the offense she bring, or even was it in 17, late 17, early 18, whatever. She was kind of the same player to me. I liked the offense she bring, but she held it a little too long at times, and her outlets were really slow.
Mhm.
Her positioning wasn't as good on defense, and she's changed all that. Like she's a complete player now. So I really like her on left D. Chew therapy complements her very, very well. He's like a complete two-way defenseman. I really like their back end. Thamps is wiggly as fuck, and he gets that move off on the side of the net that you don't see coming.
Yeah, but always seems to happen. I am just
Yeah, I mean, how can one guy score that goal? How many? He must score it 20 to 30 times a season. He must, and people just keep
that
letting
one,
it happen.
And that move when he's coming driving from like say he takes it out the boards and then he comes down the boards
Yep.
to the corner and then spins back
Yep.
into the towards. That always seems to get him at least a shot or something good happens from that all the time.
He
all
shoots
the
it
time.
short a lot, and it goes in. The one thing about the goalies in this league is they usually don't fall for that. They're too ingrained. They've been beaten by it so many times in the past. They're like, "Fuck, I'm never moving. Fuck him. He make him. If he gets that pass over to an open net, so be it. Fuck
Yeah,
him. I am not coming off this post." But he manages to pull goalies off that post just a little bit, just enough to sneak it by. Props to him for that. I don't know if it's like a slight little subtle move he's making that fakes out almost like a pass, and then before you know it, it's released into the net.
yep.
So he's
That's
one of the
that's
only
what.
guys in this league that can do that with that much success.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. Is that nuance of, because I mean, no offense to Thamps, but if he's not doing that spin move and cutting in and getting towards the net for a shot, he does tend to, I don't want to say force the puck to the middle, but try to get the
Well,
puck to the middle quite a bit. So if
yeah,
that
I mean, because where else is he going to go at that point? If he's getting
right,
smothered and people are reading it, where else is he going to go? He can try going
right,
back to the point, but if someone's covering the point, that's trouble. So
and
it's
the way 18 is if you're off the post at all, it'll go in, and if you don't cheat for the one timer and not use a desperation save, you have no chance for the one timer. So
yeah,
you really kind of, it's like you're fucking 50-50. You're fucking damned if you do, damned if you don't.
yeah.
Kind of like the raps.
Well, I hear you.
The raps are terrible too. Like you get a guy playing behind the net, and you're going post to post, and then he slides out and passes a puck instead of coming full wrap. He does a fucking like wrap pass animation
Hmm.
out to a guy in front. Well, you have to cover the post, otherwise you're gonna get wrapped. And now you left the whole backside, completely wide open. So you got to be able to trust your D quite a bit too. For
Yeah. The other thing too that I was just thinking about was shout out to Joe Thornton.
oh, that fucking guy.
Wherever he may be, shout out to him.
He's roaming somewhere.
Yeah.
And
That's it. That's
God,
all I got. That's all I
hey,
got for that.
and
Nothing else.
I'll
No
say
follow
shout
up.
out to Drug too, first time captain in this league, and he just got fucking shit on to begin with, and it's like been a
Yeah.
evolving door.
You hate.
I guess would be the best way
I
to
hate
say
to
it.
see that, especially to someone like him, because he's a guy that if it was up to me, he would be captaining every season because this guy will put together really good teams. He got definitely steamrolled. One of his top guys was a Rye guy or Kuzi. Am I right there?
Yeah,
He's the top talent, correct? Am I wrong?
yeah. I would say yes. But
Okay. Well, I mean, you lose that, and then fuck. What was the other thing? There's something else
so
too. This is what I meant about.
yep. Hold on, I got you. He lost him due to, it sounded like, personal reasons or whatever, and then
Yeah.
Sabby came back, and now he's gone because his wife said he plays Xbox too much. So that was Right Guy's replacement to begin with, and then the other name that we're looking for is Russ all the way. Basically told him basically told him to get left,
Okay.
and yeah, that's where that whole thing came from.
That guy's such a cocksucker. I just want to throw that out there. I'm sorry, Drug. I'm sorry you had to deal with that guy. Whatever. Like, this dude's been in leagues for years. He's never been just like a favorite of anybody. If you ever talk to anyone, no one ever says, dude, you know who I really like to play with all the way? No one's ever said that. Not one fucking person has ever said that. Like, he's been on teams with this dude in other leagues for years and years, and he pulls that shit. Like, he's pulled shit like this on other captains, like really good captains on really good teams that are playing really fucking well. He just doesn't, like, he's a fucking muppet. He's a mutant. I'm glad he's gone. Get the fuck out of here.
He just didn't fucking care, just. And once again, you're comparing real life to hockey, but there's a way about it, and then there's what happened. You know what I mean?
But I mean, there's three big cogs for him that he
Yep.
lost. He loses his goalie. He loses what I think might have probably would have been his top offensive talent. I know he drafted
But Lyles.
Belial as well. Yes, so he's up there. I get it, but like, Dude, you can only take so much, and even that being said, I think he has like 17 points still. I'm
Yeah,
guessing.
well, so
Could be wrong.
Ryguy and Belial would have been a tough combo for the league for the whole season. But then you got to take consideration too. Drug had he was in the hospital for a while, so they didn't even start playing at all until like a week or two into the season. Is when they finally got together and started playing too. So
Yeah.
there's all sorts of shit there, fucking hitting him from every angle. But he's holding in there. Some captains might already said, fuck this and just done. Um, Knowing the way it's playing out.
Yeah, sorry. Give me a second.
No worries, I got the crickets. Dick Butter. Fuck you, Dick.
You talk about that dude from like season 2?
Yeah, he's in the Twitch feed right now.
Oh, nice.
No.
Congratulations, Duck Butter, on the Cup season 2 champ.
And then bail, you prick.
Hey man, that's smart.
Yeah.
The guy went out
that's
on
what
top.
I did in XBS. That was fun. Show up for one season.
Yeah, you went out on top there too. Yeah. You know what? Here's a funny stat for you. Gretzky's, with as much attention as he gets as being a really good player and so forth and so on. Do you know how many seasons it took him to win an XBS Cup?
Oh God,
I think like 10 or more.
Really? Jesus.
It was a lot. Yes, it was very many, and you just walked in there like you owned the place, played once, won, and left. Thanks.
Man.
Were you on his team?
No, I was not. I was actually on drugs and Russ and Lamp and.
Did they beat Gretzky's? Because that would make me feel even better.
Who the hell do we play in the finals?
I will hope it's him. Because that's even better.
It might have been. I can't remember. That was a while ago.
Fucking good. That's what I like to hear. Well, listen, man. You got a series coming up tonight. Who do you play tonight?
We play Drug Monkey.
Hey, go easy on him, will you? We just spent 5 minutes talking about the woes of drug. So give him a fucking break. Don't crush him out there.
And I guess the start tonight. Grish is going to be out tonight. So Odd guy is starting lefty.
That's a nice fill-in, man.
Using the
nice
emergency games.
Yep. Yeah, smart. They don't really miss a beat. So, I mean, that's no shot at like anybody. Like, I'm just saying, like, you're missing Grish and you get to plug in Odd Guy. You don't get to plug in a waiver. Like, that's huge. That's a really big deal. So, I got you guys tonight, obviously.
Oh, is it kind of odd though? No pun intended. How I always get shit for trading him back in the day for playing lefty for me, and now I'm playing goalie behind him playing lefty.
That is strange.
Isn't that fucking weird?
In some weird twist of fate, I hope you get traded.
Oh Jesus!
To like another team, and then traded for Odd Guy somehow, like in some weird.
Some weird wraparound trade.
Yeah, you get sent to like our team. That's what I hope. I hope you get sent to our team. That's where I'm at with it.
Well, I if it
is the deadline up, by the way? No, it's the end of this week. Trade deadline's the end of this week, I'm pretty sure. So people could be on the move. Maybe give us something to talk about next time around.
Are they doing a hard date, or are they doing a games mark? Like
no, I think it's just going to be a hard. No, I think it's a hard date. It's a hard date, as far as I know. I don't think they've ever done a games mark like that. It's make things way too complicated, especially with teams like you guys. Like I think we've seen it before, where guys end up playing more games than they're supposed to.
No.
Because that's just kind of how there's no way to really police. I mean, I guess there's a way to police it, but I just don't think anyone cares enough. Like, what's the big deal? Okay, he get to play a couple more series. Big deal,
Yeah. Well, I guess
I don't think.
I guess the only way you could actually cap it off of games wise to say you have to have all your games in by this date, regardless on reschedule or whatever. You have to by
You
this date. You
could,
have to be,
but
you know.
you could, but trust me when I tell you, man, Hugh Laurie's got a job enough as it is.
Hmm,
He works
true.
with people on the schedules, this, that, and the other thing, and then like it gets draining after a while. Oh, we should do this. Oh, why don't we do this? And what about these dates? And then finally, Hugh at one point will just throw his hands up and be like, "How about this ball bag? You fucking handle it then." And then like it kind of stops that whole
Well, they're on the same team now, so
process.
there should be a lot of
I
conversation.
know.
Hey. So I want to get your feel on this before we close it out. Knowing that you're on a bottom team or whatever, right? Say
Uh-huh.
if you get
Yeah.
traded to a team that's in the upper, which I don't think Dales will ever move you, but say if he did and you moved up, what would you say to the person coming back to Daly's team?
Sorry, man. But like,
Because
I don't think it's
Hugh just got
Daly.
traded to Yam's team. He went from Marty's
He's been
team to
offered.
Yam's team.
He's been offered a ton of trades for me. He has. He's been offered a bunch, but his response, and I'm going to say it verbatim, that maggot rhymes. It rhymes with maggot. Is rotting with me forever. That's so. Like I don't think there's anything. I just think at this point that the season has gone so poorly, and like we're not used to that. You got to understand, this isn't like ego. This is like I've never been on a team this poor. Never
Hmm.
lost this much. And it's a combination of a lot of things. It's just it's when you don't play and no one really plays and on the team, they don't really get together and play and build strategy, and you just show up and you expect to do something against teams that actually work together and try and get better and work on set plays. This is what happens. This is what happens. And you start to get on a streak and a losing streak, not a winning streak, a losing streak, and you try. And now he's trying to play chess and make moves and do different things, and
Yeah, because
it's
this is
it's
chess. It isn't checkers. That's a good
that's
point.
right. I'm rotting. I'm rotting, and that's okay. And that's
Well,
okay because
hey,
I'm,
and you said it. You hate this game. You hate everything. So it's like, why the fuck would anybody want to trade for you if you're running around saying how bad you hate the game and shit?
that's all right. It's fine. I'm an ex daily guy. I'll rot with him. It's not a big deal. It's not a problem.
Yeah.
It's still we're gonna make the best of it. And who knows, man? Maybe the next time I come on, we go on a little streak of the good
Hey,
kind. You
hey,
never know.
hey, hey, you know what? A little birdie told me that Bro Show isn't going to be doing this show next week. So
Oh,
maybe we should finagle a day next week.
yeah, we could do it. Like even if it's something like this, we could totally do it and then just
Hmm?
put it out. If we can't get it done on a Friday or whatever, it's not a big deal. Like I said, summer's been a little bit weirder than I thought it would be, but summer season.
Yeah,
See what happens. But listen,
I'm a G chat away.
that's right. Listen, go get after your shit. Go get with your team. Go get the job done as you've been doing all season. I predict the sweep. I'm sorry, I just do. Um, and then we'll hopefully see you all at some point. We will. You know what? Let's just go on record and say we will. Let's do it right here. We will see some. We'll see you guys next week. We'll have a guest this time. We'll wrangle somebody in with us to
Well,
fucking
actually,
the misery.
hold on. Let's get this right because I don't want to throw the dates off and everything. So they're supposed to do their show this weekend.
That's fine. Yeah.
So if we do our show sometime this weekend, we'll be
Uh
fine.
huh. Yeah. Sure.
Be fine. Okay,
Okay.
cool.
I don't care. Everybody just do whatever you want. It's a free country.
Or if you want to do it
Both
Friday,
countries
we'll
are
do it
free.
Friday. Fuck it.
Trudeau, Trump, they let us do these things. We're all free, all of us. So we'll just we'll do what we want, and we'll see you next week.
All right, miss you guys. Love you.
Yeah. Thanks everybody checking the show out, and we apologize for our absence.
Yep.
I
Hugs
guess
and kisses.
McGill is smiling somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere in a nursing home or something. Yeah. But all right.
Yeah, something like that.
See you guys.
Have a good week, 239.